Hey, I need to start a new introduction every time I come on. But anyways, I'm gonna jump into it. So I will never leave you nor forsake you. Just kept coming in my head. I will never leave you nor forsake you. So I was in a situation where basically I had no control, no power of how things were going, and I felt bad because I felt like it just wasn't fair and I felt alone. And you know how you can have people around you, but you still feel alone. So, and I believe Jesus and God, they were, telling me, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So I went to Hebrews. I looked it up where I didn't know exactly where it was at in the Bible. So I looked it up and it's Hebrews chapter 5. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5. And it says, keep your lives free from the love of money and be satisfied for what you have. For God has said, I will never leave you, I will never abandon you. Let us be bold then and say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. What can anyone do to me? Remember your former leaders who spoke God's message to you. Think back on how they lived and died and imitate their faith. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So I will never leave you nor forsake you. And I will say as a witness, he will never leave me nor forsake me. No matter what I've done, no matter how bad my attitude can get towards the kids sometimes. And I try not to cuss, and I never claim to be perfect or anything like that. But I do have goals, I do have morals, and I do try to live right. But sometimes even mama cracks. So, and like I said, you be in a situation and you feel like you're alone and no one wants to feel that. So, yeah, I believe Jesus was telling me, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. And honestly, as soon as I stop worrying, it's let go and let God too. As soon as I stop worrying, he takes it in. He grabs the wheel. Remember we talked about grabbing the wheel. I thought I had a hair tie. It's hot. So just always keep in mind, he will always be there for you when no one else is around. Or if you think you did something bad, just repent and ask God to forgive you. And hey, sometimes you're gonna have consequences for doing bad stuff. That's just human nature, but that don't mean he don't love you, and that don't mean he won't leave you. So he'll never leave you nor forsake you. And I'm a witness to tell you that he won't leave you and he won't forsake us. He will turn it around for the good. He turns things for the good for those that love the Lord, right? So that's just the little message today is he will never leave you nor forsake you.